Welcome back guys to Pokemon Ruby Destiny Life of Guardians, and last episode we defeated the Elemental Master Bronze, and now we are still here at Luster Sand Town, and Luster Sand Town now is pretty much dead end, but what we do have is we finally got strength. So there is a way there are multiple ways that I can think we can use strength right now. Because there are a lot of places, especially inside Mineral Cave, that require us to have strength in order to progress. So let's check some of them out. I'm contemplating whether to go to Rainbow or Retard. I think I want to try Rainbow City because there are other things that we can also check out there. Because there is actually a place south of Rainbow Town, which I think we should be able to access with our new equipment, like I can surf and stuff like that. Let's take this path first, because as it looks at the map, and I've actually checked this, we can sort of get back to Dusk Path. And while I'm still trying to figure out where area we can use strength, I might as well check out these trainers and get some experience from them. I know this is not the most entertaining task, but it's something that every Pokemon trainer has to do sometimes. Farm for experience. Okay, here's the first one. And also, I remember that a lot of places inside Mineral Cave just loop around each other, so even if you have strength, then having strength will only serve as a shortcut. So most of the places, it won't be very new for what we can already do right now. But there are a couple of interesting caves I can think of right now that we might be able to get something new out of, and I'm going to be checking those out right now. Also, they are pretty close to where I am right now, so we can combo these two class of each other. So let's see. This guy also has a Pidgeot, which I've seen a lot in the recent playtime. Maybe Pidgeot is really popular in this region. Okay, Garwood. This is probably the worst thing you could have brought out, but let's try out our new move, Strength, and see how much it does. Strength has at least. Well, the critical hit doesn't help much, so I'll have to dodge it with another Pokemon. That's a given. Alright. Let's avoid the grass, because there is really nothing in the grass. And this guy apparently studied at Reeford's gym. Ah, yeah, now I remember. This is Brawly's gym from the original Pokemon Ruby. Fighting type gym. That's also why he used fighting type Pokemon. Another critical. I don't know if it matters. I would say it might not matter. Because Cupid is not that. And Riolo's defense is pretty poor. And here's another Lucario, which seems to be also a very popular Pokemon inside this region. A lot of trainers have it. Not that I mean. Lucario is a really cool Pokemon. I've also used it a couple of times in my playthroughs. Strange enough, I never had a EV-train Lucario. I don't know if they want to run to get one. If I did, I would probably just use some creative things like Lucario, Stuff Lucario, Online Lucario. These are things that I usually like to do. Getting a really getting a really popular Pokemon, and then using it in a not too common way. Because I don't usually like the why am I missing all those words today? What I want to say is I don't want to play the obvious. haven't played Pokemon competitively in a long time, but I'm just telling you from my experience. Most of you are probably not interested in me, but for those you are, you can listen to me. You can also just watch me play this game, which is probably the reason you are watching these videos in the first place. Alright. This Frazzle begs for being surfed. Maybe not. Maybe double kick or Dizzy Punch would have been the better choice. Does Frazzle have higher defense or special defense? I thought it had higher defense. But apparently these attacks are not doing too much. Anyways, I just got 2 critical hits and it didn't die. Oh, alright. I think I'll switch out to something that does more damage than the humans. But I'm also asleep. Let's go Ravens. Let's get a Thunderbolt. Probably. Or a Buck Strike. Thunderbolt is the safe choice. I can follow it up with a Buck Strike if Thunderbolt fails to do more than 1/2. Alright, Thunderbolt, go. Let's see. Oh, this is barely enough. An Ice Ball is not threatening it as long as it doesn't get to like the 4th or 5th row. I'm still using Ice Ball, so why should the opponent's Ice Ball usually can be highly abused because you can just kill them before they get to do anything, or you could use it as a setup opportunity. That's also a good strategy you can do against the devil, as some people like to call Midnay's Miltank, which is not too hard if in 2nd generation once you figure out what to do. Because rollout, as I said, you can use it to your advantage. Because the big advantage is, while the opponent is using rollout, the trainer cannot use any potions. So you can just fire things against it. With a Pokemon that ideally resists rollouts, like a Chop or probably a Chew, which these 2 are probably the best Pokemon against it back then. Don't get me wrong, I struggle against her. Because, well, I didn't actually use any of these strategy. I was one of the star Pokemon spammers when I first played Pokemon Gold. I leveled up my Golava to, I think it was level 27, so I could actually beat Witness Miltank. But now that I'm wiser, more knowledgeable about Pokemon, I realized that there were some really easy ways to take advantage of this Miltank. All of them could fail if your Pokemon happens to be male, actually, because the Witness Miltank still has Tract, which can immobilize you if you're in the opposite gender, Miltank itself being female. But if you had a female Machop, for example, then there was not much that Miltank could do. Alright, let's surf up here. I don't think there is much up there, but let's just defeat all the trainers. This is fun, it's a fun enough experience. Alright, Amazmon is against the water Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not terrible against it, but it takes longer than if I send out the lanes to take care of them. And Smoke Green, strange enough, doesn't bother me because I could just spam Shockwave to defeat these enemies. Here we go. Horsey has terrible special defense, not that it matters, even if it had good special defense, it would not survive with Shockwave. Oh, maybe he has some stronger. Let's see. Horsey. Not exactly what I would expect from a good trainer, but there. All we're going to be one-hit KO'd by Shockwave. Alright. Pokemon, more horses maybe. Oh, Seadra, that's better, slightly better. Seadra is much better at horsey. Well, now I'm getting back into the redundant speech pattern that I sometimes develop when there is not too much going on. Seadra actually has some uses in competitive battle with Eviolite. In PU, I would have to say today. Because for those of you who have never heard of PU, PU is not an official tier by Smogon standards, but it's a fan-made tier, so to say. And it's the so-called NU of NU. The Pokemon that don't get used in NU end up in PU. I have no idea what PU even stands for. Some people say it's poorly used, which somewhat makes sense. And in order for a Pokemon to be accepted into PU, it needs to have a usage of less than 3.4% in NU. That is the threshold for all tiers, by the way. If a Pokemon in any tier, let's say OU, drops below 3.4% of usage in this time frame that the statistics are being made, then it will drop down to the tier below, meaning UU. This has nothing to do whether it's going to be banned from UU or something like that, just in case you wonder. This is just usage, and I might have just said on my own grave, but oh no, it doesn't use an electric attack. Because there are some things, for example, recently Salamence. It sounds right now is not good in your OU. It had its Mega Evolution, but that Mega Evolution was too good and it was banned very quickly. So Salamence, without its Mega Evolution, is pretty underwhelming in OU right now. So it dropped down to UU. And what happened then is that it proved to be too powerful for UU. So it was sent to the ban list for UU, which is called BL. But in PU there are no ban lists right now. Well, there are some very threatening Pokemon also in PU, and PU also contains those choke Pokemon that nobody ever uses, like Unknown and Delibird, Loftus. But I don't think those Pokemon have to use even there. I was trying to say things like Golking, no, Seek. Golking is its German name. Golking and Seek. Golden and Seek, what am I saying? But Seeking actually is these. It even has niches and hierarchy, as I say. Alright, enough talking about PU. Maybe I will get something else to talk about once I'm finished with these trainers here. Ruby, it's a Cherry. So that's pretty much it. Okay, now I'm fighting a Romo and Unromo. Romoladies are known for having grass types, and my team is actually pretty good at handling grass types. I have got 3 of my Pokemon resists grass attacks, and I have 2 Pokemon with super effective moves against grass. No, 3! I forgot, I also have Ice types, so grass is probably the best type for me to battle, because I have so many options against them. Also, none of my Pokemon is weak to this. Oh, it's Winifred. I might have to... well, not Fly's not gonna kill it. I might even remove Fly from Amazon, because I might want to teach it an Ice attack, like Ice Beam, or another good attack somewhere later in the game. And I don't really want to remove Surf, because Surf is still very reliable, plus it's an HM, so I need to have it anyway. And obviously D-Water has to stay. D-Water is so powerful, but it doesn't have perfect accuracy, that's why I still like Surf. And I probably prefer Aerial Ace over Fly, because Aerial Ace with perfect accuracy, and it's very useful against the double team spammers, and it's not as abusable as Fly, which obviously needs a turn to charge. So the enemy has another turn to use double team, which is horrible in this game. So once I get a TM that I can use on Ammerswan, I probably just go to the move remover and then forget the Fly. Yeah. I can still teach Fly to an Ancient Blade, Tropius that I have right now, or do something else. Okay, now that we have gotten all these trainers out of the way, let's head to the cave that I was originally talking about. I will show you what I mean in a second. Okay, I hope I'm not going to run into too many encounters until then, but it's easier to just run from those encounters than interrupting the flow of my speech and editing them out manually. Every time I had to stop my sentence somewhere in the middle of the conversation, it's annoying to get back into it. Alright. Now this place we have already seen, so we can go south from here, and then there is a cave. I think I've went into there. It's the cave where JB Crossell, this Pokemon Ranger dude, is standing in front of. This one I already there. I might check this one out because this one looks like there might be something behind it. There just is not right now. But actually, as I will, I might check it out off screen. What I can do is I can go back to the cave I just told you, and then if I fail to find anything there, what I will do is just search for a place where something interesting happens, and then I will just cut right to there. I just wanna to show you the process that is going through my head right now. Well, if I'm now I have to decide. So there's one thing I want to check out before, but let me get out of the water first. I think I should be very close right now. I remember the cave being right around here before, right before the Edge Town. I think that's the name of this place. Here's this quicksand area, which was annoying, but I got through it. I can always skip it because, well, I have Fly. But I obviously couldn't skip it the first time because I could fly to Luster's out of town. Right there. I would buy repels, but they're so damn expensive. Usually it doesn't bother me because it's my time that I'm wasting, but I'm also wasting the viewer's time. You know, even walking it, come on. Always there. Weasel, I don't want to battle you. I hope it can still run. So it's beautiful, it has water, Swift Swim, which increases speed, but I think the only speed stat that is important to decide whether you can run is the listed speed or base, or the speed that's in your stats menu, not modified speed. Oh, it's this one. Alright. Let's save here and let's go inside. I'm saving here just in case. Alright, I think I do have to shoot that. No, not flash. Not flash. Oh. I think I had to go all the way around in order to get to where I want to go. There's actually mysterious attachment. this is a only new Pokemon run, so Mysterious doesn't have any use for me in this particular playthrough. Neither a Zubat, which is in every cave. But I'd have to say, probably even if I would decide to design a hack, I'll probably still put Zubats in the caves, because it's fitting. You don't just put something like Magic in the cave because it fits. Or a Pokemon that obviously relies on daylight. That's like Miltank. Yeah, Miltank. You wouldn't want to put this in a cave if you wanted to. I just put it one way. Oh, Zubat. Even with its original cry, a little distorted, but better than nothing. Ah, yeah, and now I know I'm the right path. It's counterintuitive, but this is the way you have to take in order to progress. Going around the long. Okay, it's not as counterintuitive if you know your way around in JRPGs. What? Oh. Wasted another 20 seconds of your life. Then encounter another Zubat. Actually used this Zubat recently right? It's not that wonderful. Okay, now we are inside the new area. This Pokemon used to not let us through. Although I haven't encountered a place where I have to use strength right now. I think I might not need it here, but it looks like I can still do something in here, so might as well do it. Mawile. As long as it doesn't have a Mega Evolution, it's worthless. Not complicated. In this generation, Mawile was horrible. Just like Sableye was. And you see, you would never expect that some horrible Pokemon would eventually be good. Like Sableye got thanks to in the 5th generation, and all of a sudden it was... I think it rose to... Was it BL? I think it was UU by usage, and then it was banned to BL because it was too good for UU. Well, good in the sense of annoying. Sableye is the ultimate annoying Pokemon. Okay. Oh yeah, here we need strength. Alright, more Zubats, and I'm not on water. Why is there the water palette showing? Probably an error that Jagold needs. Okay, Spring, if you push these boulders around for me, let me through. Okay. Down here, it should be an item? Or do I have to jump down? Brave Tone! I think this might be a ghost rock type, judging from the name. And I think I will send out Frost. I think Frost is the Pokemon that does the most damage without KOing this thing. Okay, oh, it survived? What type is it then? But if it survives this, it must have really high special defense. Well, this is optimal, I must say. Let's try with my Pokeballs first. Because 4 Pokeballs are less expensive than 1 Hyper Ball. Ah, no, why did I think of this? I can switch to Sprinify and put it to sleep. I should probably do this. This increases my chances of catching it. Okay, Sprinify. Oh! No. It's mean black. And it's not gonna kill me anytime soon, so I'm trapped in here. Yes. let's just throw balls. Come on, Gravetone. Graviton. How would you pronounce that? Grave? It's obviously a pun of gravestone. So I say Gravetone. But Graviton, Gravitoni. No, Gravitoni is completely stupid. Well, that I will just keep with Gravetone. I also think that my pronunciation Qubit is wrong now that I've examined it again, but I'm not gonna change it because that's just gonna confuse. It's just fitting. It might confuse yours. Alright, let's try our Ultra Ball Poke Grips. If it doesn't, I might go back and catch it later. Alright. Here comes Will-O-Wisp. Maybe if I could just let... No. I still have this... I still have defense play, so I could have just intentionally died. I'm just gonna waste these balls to... I bought them to hatch Armor Spawn. I'm not gonna use them. The problem is with V-Look, well, I can't really switch in my Sprinify, because Sprinify is probably going to die to whatever the... or Graveton is going to die whatever Sprinify does. So I have to weaken it with something else. But then I can't switch in Sprinify because now I have to kill it. And hope I can get through the confusion. Okay. I will just waste a bunch of my money. Okay. Let's get this item. Yeah, I'm looking at my... Oh. Esprit. Okay. I don't have any balls left, so I have to run. Here's one, but that's not enough. Okay, but... Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to go back to any town, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to buy more Pokeballs, and I will actually catch those two Pokemon off-screen, because catching Pokemon is not fun to watch. So, and I will show you how those two look like, and I'm going to decide whether one of those two is going to be the sixth member of my team. So, and then I will return to exactly this spot when I'm done with this. So then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. See you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.